Hello there. The weather across the whole of Europe is dominated at the moment by a large area of high pressure. We've got mild air coming all the way up from the Azores, so it's dry, settled and sunny. And at the same time, we'll see a change of wind direction across Eastern Europe over the next couple of days, which will drive in some colder air. So you can see a good deal of dry, settled weather through the Mediterranean, up through Portugal, Spain and into France. We've got weather fronts toppling across the UK and into Scandinavia as well. But as for Turkey, mainland Greece and the Greek Isles, it's beautiful at the moment. Some lovely spring sunshine and some warmth to go with it. Similar story for much of Italy, for France, Spain and Portugal. Now, despite it being mild for the time of year across the UK, there is a bit of nuisance cloud and some outbreaks of showery rain. One front moves away and pushes into Scandinavia. And it's this cold air across the top of Scandinavia, which is going to run down across through Poland and into Russia, which will gradually drive in some much colder air as we go through the end of the week and into the weekend. So that's going to be the story then for Thursday. So you can see highs of 17 or 18 degrees further west. Now the mild theme will continue, a little bit fresher as we move into the weekend. Lots of beautiful sunshine for Madrid with highs of 21 degrees. But just take a look at Moscow. It's getting colder as we move towards the weekend. Hello there. Plenty of winter storms yet to come across North America. We really are stuck in repeat mode at the moment with this bitterly cold air stretching all the way out of Canada as far south as northern Texas. But then as it bumps into this mild air, well, that's where we'll see some heavy rain moving its way up through the Mississippi Valley and into the Ohio Valley. But as it continues to bump into the cold air, more snow to come. At the same time, we've got another storm pushing into the Pacific Northwest, and that will bring yet more rain close to the coast, but snow further inland. It's been pretty unsettled in recent days and weeks. So let's take a look at that in a little more detail. Across British Columbia, down into Vancouver, we'll see some snow, even at lower levels. Into Seattle, we'll have more snow as it pushes to parts of Oregon. Not looking too bad into California, but there is more snow yet to come. Now, elsewhere, it looks as though for the next couple of days, we will continue to see that rain easing off and temperatures a degree or so higher with a little more sunshine from Thursday onwards. Now, across the east coast, this is the calm before the storm. Not particularly warm with it and still quite windy, but nevertheless a good deal of dry weather in the forecast. Then, as I say, moving out up through Atlanta into Nashville, Tennessee, we'll see some heavy rain as well. A few showers to the south of that too. So that is going to gradually move its way towards New York over the next day. Will bring some snow with it and a cold feel. Hello there. Let's take a look at what to expect then across South America over the next couple of days. A change in fortunes down to the extreme south, where we've seen a real roller coaster ride in temperatures. One day extremely warm, the next day much cooler, and it's cooler and wetter as we go through Tuesday with an area of low pressure moving through and the winds starting to pick up. Further north and west though, it's business as usual. Yes, we've got our showers, particularly across parts of Colombia, down into Ecuador, northern parts of Peru as well. The same too for much of central and western areas of Brazil. That extends into southern Brazil and perhaps parts of Uruguay too. Northern Argentina, fine and settled. A little warmer than it has been, temperatures into the mid-30s. There's that cooler weather with temperatures starting to ease down now and some snow with any elevation. So this is the story for the next 5 days. We keep some showers going into Bogota, also some showers into Buenos Aires by the end of the week and into the weekend. Mexico, Central America, largely fine and quiet at the moment. A little bit of fair weather cloud, but it will be dry. It will be settled and sunny. Temperatures into the low 30s. Similar story as well for the Caribbean. Absolutely glorious at the moment. Lots of dry weather in the forecast and a pleasant feel to things as well. So no surprises to see that in the city forecast for the next 5 days, there's little in the way of significant change. Hello there. There are a couple of areas of interest across Africa to point out. If we take a look at the satellite picture, you can see the shower cloud that's going to be affecting Botswana, Zimbabwe, perhaps into Mozambique and Madagascar. Some heavy rain looks likely here. At the same time, up into the far northwest, we've got strong winds, which could bring some dust storms across the Sahara. That's all tied in to a large area of high pressure that's dominating the story in Europe at the moment. It's a little bit cooler as well up into the north, with temperatures in Cairo at around 20 degrees. Khartoum, though, still at 30. So this is the story for the next few days. A good deal of dry weather into Cape Town, Johannesburg, potentially seeing some rain around on Friday, not lasting though for very long. We still keep that warmth into Khartoum. In fact, if anything, getting warmer still towards the end of the weekend. Now, let's move away to the Middle East, where things are pretty quiet at the moment. One or two isolated showers coming in off the Levant coast, but dry, settled, and it's a sunny theme. There is the potential for a localised shamal to develop, but we're not expecting it to be that significant. It might bring a little bit of poor visibility with some listed dust through the course of the day. But you can see the emphasis is dry, settled and sunny, and temperatures will reflect this as well. So we're likely to see them peaking in Dubai into the high 20s by Sunday. Hello there. It's a relatively settled theme across South Asia at the moment. Most of the weather action in Central Asia, and we'll come on to that in just a moment. Now, you can see on the satellite picture a fair amount of cloud spilling across the Himalayas, and there is some wet and windy weather on its way into the northwest. But elsewhere, hardly a cloud in the sky, just a light breeze. It's fine, it's settled and sunny, as it should be really at this time of year. And so temperatures are going to reflect that. We're looking at seeing them into the low 30s. But you can see where all the weather action is further north and west, and if we take a look at that in a little more detail, it's not as cold as it has been in Kazakhstan, but there is a fair amount of cloud around Tajikistan into Afghanistan. We'll see some snow, some of it quite heavy as well. That will push into Pakistan, where we'll see some heavy rain, the brighter colours denoting that, and also into northwestern states of India as well. Now, spilling further south, as I say, light winds, lots of sunshine, temperatures into the low 30s, just the risk of an outside chance of a shower perhaps through the Maldives, but really very isolated indeed, and up into northeastern states better than it has been. A good deal of dry, sunny weather to look out for. And the city forecast for the next 5 days reflect this, just a few isolated showers into Sri Lanka, and the showers in Islamabad easing as well. Elsewhere, it looks as though Tashkent will start to see things warming up quite nicely. Hello there. Our latest thoughts with Tropical Cyclone Omar coming up shortly. But first of all, let's take a look at the satellite picture across parts of Asia. And you can see the shower cloud developing through Indonesia. Hardly a cloud in the sky in Thailand and Vietnam. But we've got some rain across central China. It's been raining for the last few days, so there's a potential here for some localised flooding. A few scattered showers, some of them wintry in nature across the far north of Japan. Fine through the Korean Peninsula and northern China. As we've already seen on the satellite picture, hardly a cloud in the sky across Vietnam and Thailand at the moment, but temperatures slightly above where they should be for the time of year. Few scattered showers through the middle of the day across Indonesia, but there's no great surprises with the city forecast over the next 5 days. The general weather trend remains the same. Now, as for Australia, we've still got heatwave conditions across northern and central parts of Australia, also through Queensland, but we've got a change of wind direction down to the southeast as driving in slightly cooler air across Victoria and New South Wales as well. We will need to keep a close eye on Tropical Cyclone Omar. Now, at the moment, there is a great deal of uncertainty as to the track this storm is likely to take, but there is the potential for it to move towards the Queensland coast as we move into the weekend. So we'll keep you updated on that one. As for New Zealand, well, it's going to be a showery story over the next couple of days, and that theme actually continues right on into the weekend. That's it. Take care.